Yo, what's going on? Hey, this is going to be a Unit 2 test review. Please use this as a reference to study, okay? All right, let's dig in. So this first problem right here, guys, look at this coefficient. It's 1, guys, so we immediately look at the constant. All right? And so we're going to ask ourselves, is there a value of negative 40, factors of negative 40, that will add to give me negative 3x? Alright, so if I write down the factors of negative 40, alright, let's see which one of those add to give me negative 3. Negative 5 plus 8 is 3, negative 8 plus 5 is negative 3. So here are my factors. X minus 8 and x plus 5. Alright, those are your factors, okay? Alright, number 2. Again, the leading coefficient is 1. Alright, so we immediately look at our constant of negative 40. So the factors of negative 40, negative 4 and 10, and negative 10 and 4. Well, negative 4 plus 10 is 6, negative 10 plus 4 is negative 6. We want positive 6. So we're going to have x minus 4, x plus 10. Alright, those are our factors for that one. For this next part, number 3, all right, number 3, we've got to look and go, okay, this constant right here, the leading coefficient, the leading coefficient is 3, all right, it's 2. So since the leading coefficient is 2, we can't just look at the constant anymore, all right, we look to see if there's a GCF. There's no GCF, all right, there's no GCF, so now we're going to use the other factoring technique, which is factoring by grouping. Okay. Right here, we're gonna go and multiply our leading coefficient and our constant, 2 times 3, and that's gonna give us 6. So now we're gonna say what factors of 6 will multiply to give me 7. So there's 6 and 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. 6 times 1 is 6. So the thing I want to point out is that 6 times 1, guys, is 7. 6 plus 1 is 7, yes. But we need 7x, which means we need 6x and 1x, okay? 6x and 1x. 6 plus 1. And then take this leading coefficient right here and write it twice. And the reason we write that twice is because now we're going to factor out the GCF. All right, factor out the GCF. So the greatest common factor right here, guys, between these two numbers, this monomial and that monomial, is going to be 2x. And the greatest common factor right here between these two monomials is x, 1x. Alright. So right here, divide this by 2x, you're left with x. Right here, divide 6x by 2x, you're left with 3. Remember, x and x, guys, like, let's say you had this 2x squared. 2x squared divided by 2x, right? Well, that cancels. And then, actually, let me rewrite it one more time. 2x squared over 2x. That cancels. That cancels. I'm left with just x, which is why this is x. And then right here, 6 and 3. 6 and 2 cancels to give you 3. And the x's cancel out, right? They would cancel out like that. Over here, x squared. Look at this part, x squared over x, right? One of the x's cancels, just x. All right, so 2x, there's 2 and 1. 2 divided by 1 is 2. And right here, the x's cancel, so it's just 1. All right, the x's cancel, so it's just 1. So there we go. X plus 3, 2x plus 1. Okay. All right, number 4. Number 4, let's see. Again, is there a GCF? There is. There's 2. So we're going to factor out a 2. So we have 3x squared plus 4x minus 15. All right. So now, the leading coefficient is no longer 3. All right. It's no longer 3. So the leading coefficient is not 1, so we got to look at this and the constant. All right, so we're going to multiply those That's going to be negative 45. We're going to ask ourselves, what are the factors of negative 45 that will add to give me 4? All right, so we have 9 and negative 5, negative 9 and 5. All right, if we add them up, this gives me 4, and this one will give me negative 4. So we want 4. So we're going to go with these factors right here. 9 and negative 5. So 9 minus 5 is 4. All right, but we need 4x. So we're going to have 3x squared plus 9x and 3x squared. Remember, write this twice. 3x squared minus 5x. Okay. So now we're going to divide. We're going to divide by the greatest common factor right here, which is 3x, and over here is going to be just x. So now, when we do that, we still have this 2 right here, and right here 3x squared divided by 3x is going to be x. 9x divided by 3x is 3. 3x squared divided by x is 3x, and negative 5x divided by x is negative 5. So guys, here is our final solution. Alright. Okay, keeping it going. Alright, again, is there a greatest common factor? There is not. And our leading coefficient is not 1. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our leading coefficient and our constant and multiply them. That gives us 40. And what are my factors of 40 that I add to give me 14? We'll say 8 and nope, not 8 and 5. So look, listen, there's 8 and 5. There's 22. There's 10 and 4. Alright, well 10 plus 4 is 14, guys, right there. So we're going to go with those two. So we say 5x squared plus 10x, and we have 5x squared. Remember, you have to write this one twice. Plus 4x, like that, okay? Now, we're going to divide by the GCF. The greatest common factor here is 5x, and the greatest common factor here is x. So when you do that, 5x squared divided by 5x is x. 10x divided by 5x is 2. Right here, 5x squared divided by 5x is 5x, and 4x divided by x is 4. Alright, so there is our final answer right there. Okay. I think on the solution I put on the board, guys, the one I put on the board that I left in class today, yeah, that ain't it. Sorry. This is the right answer right here. Oh, man. I did that really quickly, so my apologies. I just wrote answers up there. I looked at them, fatted them. I think I put the wrong answer there. Yeah, I had to. All right, moving on, though. Right here, there's a GCF. All right, and our GCF right here is going to be 2, so I'm going to factor out a 2. So I'm left with 7x squared minus 23x plus 6. All right. So now we go, is there a factor? With the leading coefficient is 7 and this is 6. It's not 1, so we're going to take those two and multiply them. So you have 7 times 6 is 42. Alright, so now we got to go, what are the factors of 42 that I add to give me negative 23? Alright, so 42. We have 2 on 21. That'll give me 42. We also have negative 2 and negative 21. Alright, that will add to give me negative 23. So those are my factors. So take this 2, we're going to write it down again. And then we have, take this and write it twice. And we're going to go minus 2x. And we're going to go 7x squared. Remember, you got to write that twice. Minus 21x. Okay. And I said minus because negative is positive. And negative is still negative if I add them. Okay. So now factor out the greatest common factor. Right here is going to be x, and right here is going to be 7x. So keep my 2. And then we have 7x minus 2. And over here we have x minus 3. Alright, so here is our final answer right here. 7x minus 2 and x minus 3. Alright, so I'm going to stop this video right here. It's 10 minutes long, man. This is going to be 1 through 6. Part 2, we'll pick up the other parts, okay?